Something about my room feels so different. This whole corner. Okay. Uh all right. I wanted to talk about how I think I finally mastered my energy at work and just like how to navigate seemingly serious projects and deadlines. Dude, like the time, like I'm at the point now where it's like the times I actually should be like the most worried. Like before it was, yeah, like I still had like anxiety and stuff like that. But I think it was because I was just like, I was still practicing how to truly let go and like just fully trust everything was gonna work out. So today, bro, uh, I actually thought I made a big mistake. I was supposed to export data from a website that was going to be, the client stopped paying for it because we're switching over to the new one that I'm building for them. And I was supposed to export the latest data. Um, and I didn't. I was supposed to do that Friday and through the weekend because we had no idea when the website would actually be shut down. So Monday morning, this morning, I remembered and I was like, oh, fuck. Is the website still even up? Um, and I go onto the website, it's not working. And I was just like, fuck it. Like, I'll just tell them what happened, tell them the truth. Like, it is what it is. Uh, and then I check into my emails. My client did it for me. That was a miracle in of itself. Like, and I kind of had that feeling. I was just like, I feel like this is more of a big deal. But again, I think I'm just like continually being taught, bro, it's not a big, nothing is a big fucking deal. There is no problem big enough that should warrant causing so much stress and worry. And especially with the idea that it's like there's no mistakes made for real. And it I think a big learning lesson, especially last year regarding work, was that like everything is bigger than me. Like if I don't end up doing something or if time is delayed, it's for a reason. I didn't feel the impulse to get started on it for a reason. And I kind of wish, like, I'm wondering, like, what world would we live in if everyone operated that way? If no one had to force themselves to do something, because it's like, if you don't have the motivation to do something, it's like, clearly it's not the time for it. Like, what is this crazy rush everyone is in, especially with deadlines? Like, bro, no one is gonna die. It's not that serious. And I feel like the fact that I'm finally feeling so grounded and centered in this finally is the best sign for me to leave. Like, I got exactly what I needed from this. And obviously that those lessons are going to easily translate to the rest of my life, especially as I start my own business. Um and another thing I wanted to talk about was family. I have to admit putting I haven't done any clearing or affirmations around family, and I'm starting to notice the difference. Um like my mom was giving me attitude the other day, yesterday. Um, and she's just been a little bit cold in general, but I know that's also my thoughts because part of me feels a little bit guilty, like while my nephew is here, that like I'm not with them all day, every day, to help out. But it's like I have my own life to live, and I didn't feel that guilt when I was in Bangkok for 3 months and he was here like most of the summer. I don't feel that guilt when I'm traveling. So it's like even if I'm here physically in New York, like that doesn't mean I have to spend my whole time with them. I honestly don't want to. Like, I mean, I love my nephew, but it's like, yeah, I get a couple of hours of playtime. Like, I don't need to spend my whole fucking day with him. Um, and it's a little bit draining, because it's like kids, kids only follow what they want to do. They don't understand the concept of co-creation just yet. So, uh, yeah. As soon as it feels good, when it feels good, I'll play with him. When I start to get tired or I'm just not in the mood for it, I leave. Simple as that. Um, but I think I'm making the assumption that my mom's upset with me. Um, which may or may not be true, but the fact that I feel that way is, I think that's what's causing split energy there. Um, One thing I also want to clear on is, dude, I really miss going to the gym, and it's just been way too freaking cold, honestly. Um, but I think like I haven't attempted to do that just yet, and I mean I have a scooter too, so it's like that just cuts the time for sure in half for the distance to the gym. So I think I just need to get back on it. Like I can feel this extra energy in my body that needs to be released. And I've been like exercising at home and stuff like that, but it's not the same. Like I want to lift, I want to sweat. I got the cutest panda yesterday. It's a panda plushie from IKEA. I love it so much. It's even more special now. Uh, I'll say this might be a short ass video. I kind of just like want to express like what's going on right now. Um, and okay, I'm not gonna share that right now. I'm really, it's so interesting. When Jim was around, I really felt like a student. I was very much in my own world because I had him to help and to listen for things that were going on internally. And honestly, like ever since his transition, I feel like I've been put in the teacher role. I've been helping a lot of people, like friends, brothers in laws, new people I'm meeting. And I can definitely, his energy is absolutely behind that. So I, it's been really wonderful. And I think for the long time, I really had resistance around the idea of like, I don't want to teach and I don't want to preach because no one is going to help them. No one is going to truly change unless they want to. But I'm starting to learn that they're reaching out to me for a reason. And again, life intention, speak God's words, think God's thoughts, speak God's words, perform God's actions. And lately, a lot of I've been really mindful of that the past week, especially. And I feel a big shift in my heart when I know I'm speaking from a truth level versus an ego level, or like saying something like I know someone would want to hear, or just agreeing blindly with them, you know? Um, and it's been interesting because I felt guided to say things to certain people, and I could just feel that in my heart. Like, yeah. And again, it's none of my business why. I'm just here to express it, and I don't have to question it. That's not my job. So I'm really curious how the rest of the year is going to go, like really fully embodying that role. It would be such a great honor for me to continue Jim's legacy in that way. And if I can attempt half of what he did for me, man. What I loved most about what he did for me was he saw me and he treated me as my whole true self. And no matter what I was feeling or saying, he saw through all the bullshit. And because he saw right through me, sometimes I got annoyed because I can tell there was no hiding from him. Which means like, and there was no hiding from myself either. So I'm really, that was one of the most valuable things anyone could have ever done for me. And especially just like having someone like play the role of a dad. And he always advocated and encouraged me to like help grow and transform the relationship with my own dad. And he would always say stuff like, he's just filling in the role of my dad's love until he's ready to express it fully himself. But it's still there. It's so interesting to continue to go through the grieving process. It's not until I make these videos, honestly, and like kind of like have these times to myself where I get the opportunity to really just like to sit with all of this and about him. I have I have everything I need for the rest of my life. And I'm really interested and curious if someone else is going to come into my life. I had set the intention to have a mentor. I thought a business mentor. I didn't expect Jim. So, but maybe it's time. I would really love, I would really love help in being guided through this next journey in my life. But not because I don't know what to do, but more of if someone's already been through it and kind of shares my same values and intentions, that's so valuable to just pass that on. And obviously, me continuing down that line for other people's too. Dude, that'd be fucking crazy, actually. I didn't think about that until now, having a new teacher. Wow. I kind of just assumed it would be God and Source and like my own guides. Wow. I think someone new is going to come in. And on a different level. Whoa. And by the way, I don't know if I shared this before. I feel like my guide team has changed. And I did get confirmation about that. I've been feeling disconnected from them for a while. And then I got that message. And I know they typically change over the course of someone's life. Just based on like the help you need and stuff and the growth. So I have been feeling disconnected in the sense that I'm just not familiar with the energy yet. And I think this is just an opportunity now to really just go inner, continue to meditate, continue to be in silence, and kind of not rebuild, but get back in touch with the relationship with them and feel it out a little bit more. Psychedelics helped a lot with that. But I don't want to resort to that, just not right now. Probably later next year. Probably later this year. Especially with the cabin trip and stuff. Whoa. It's still blowing my mind. Damn, I didn't think about the idea of having another teacher. All right. I feel complete. All right. See you later.